Tonight, Fort Pierce police officers will be making their voices heard. The union will be going in front of the city commission asking for higher pay.
All this comes as crime has been surging over in Fort Pierce with several shootings just over the past few weeks.
Treasure Coast reporter Dylan Huberman joins us live outside City Hall where this is all going down tonight. Dylan.
Liz, it doesn't take a detective to spot the violence that has plagued parts of this city, but the officers' union is arguing that the low salaries lead to a lot of turnover and deter officers from coming aboard in the first place. The Fort Pierce Police Officers Union is asking the City Commission for higher salaries for officers, something they feel is overdue.
For a long time, the City Commission has neglected the pay scales of the police department. Over time, it's just compounded to where now we are 15 to 20% behind other agencies. It's led to increased turnover, less experienced officers that work here.
The starting salary for officers at the Fort Pierce Police Department is around $51,000 and top out around $79,000. Both of those figures are lower than any other law enforcement agency in both St. Lucie and Martin counties. Sergeant Troy Carter says that's only part of the equation, as the union sees an even bigger issue they attribute to the pay disparity.
Our issue is retention. So to give you some hard numbers, we have 56 officers that currently patrol the streets on our road patrol division. 45 of those officers, 45 of them have less than 5 years experience.
Sergeant Carter says Fort Pierce Police received 97,000 calls for service between May 2023 and 2024 in a city of only 47,000 people. That's more than 2 calls per person in the city, more than double that same ratio in Port St. Lucie and even the county sheriff's office.
All you hear is sirens all the time. All you hear is gunshots all the time.
Taylor Beemendorfer grew up in Fort Pierce, but the surge in violence forced him to pack up and move away. He says step one in addressing that violence is by paying officers more money.
That's the only way you're going to get qualified people. If you want a better cop, you're going to have to pay them more.
Higher salaries won't only help with recruiting, but also keeping the officers they do have.
We can build a solid foundation of experienced officers that know how to handle a myriad of different calls.
Sergeant Carter says if salaries stay put, it will only make problems worse.
We will continue to lose officers. We will continue to have less experienced officers on the street, and we will never catch up to other agencies if we can't mitigate this right now.
Sergeant Carter says the union is hoping to see members of the community speak during the public comment portion of the meeting, and the union plans to make their own case during that time as well. We'll have more on the meeting tonight right here on CBS 12 News at 11. In Fort Pierce, Stone Huberman, CBS 12 News.
I'm Jim Grimes. Click like and subscribe buttons if you want to see more stories like this that impact you.